Hello friends, and welcome to another episode of the AgriCapitalist Podcast, where we talk about hidden treasures in plain sight. As it is my tradition, I want to thank every one of us that have been with us up to this very moment. I might not know your name, but you are amazing. I pray God bless you. I pray you keep increasing. I pray you keep prospering. That is my prayer for you. May you keep rising higher. May you never be limited in anything you do. Today's episode will be talking about the importance of irrigation. Wow, this one, I feel the title on its own, it's already self-explanatory. But just a bit of commentary to add to our own understanding of what I am trying to portray. See, most of our farms, if you doubt me, you can do your own survey and see. Just take a walk, observe, like we talked about recession, observe, you will notice a pattern. Most of our farms are dead. Most of our farms are either dead or dying. One is because we pay little attention to the health of the soil. I said this in the episode where I talked about the importance of an healthy soil. So if you've not seen it, please go and look at it. You'll find value from it. Most of our soil are either dead or dying. And that is because, like I said, we pay little attention to the soil health. We just want to plant and then harvest, make money and repeat. But nothing runs like that for a long time sustainably. It is not possible. At some point, it is going to crash. Let me give an example. In that episode, I talked about us considering the soil as a living organism with the capacity to bring forth life, right? So let's, on that same that idea I just brought forward, let's create an analogy. Imagine a human being that is working on a regular basis, non-stop. We have 24 hours, right? So let's say 24 hours you are working. How many days is it going to take before you crash, before you burn out? Not much, right? And that is it for most of our soil. Most of our soil, if you should look at it, just take some of the sand of the soil and hold it in your hand. You will not notice any moisture in it. They are dead. That soil, it's just a matter of time before you won't get anything. Most of us are deceived with the idea of fertilizer. So once we plant and it doesn't give us what we want, we add a lot of fertilizer to it. You get, we think, okay, it's the fertilizer that is going to make the miracle happen. It is not going to make the miracle. It's even worsening the situation. That is what most of us don't know. So lucky for you watching this, you have a piece of knowledge that is going to revolutionize your farm and your agribusiness. Irrigation cannot be overstated. Irrigation is very important. Like they say, water is life. Water is life. See, once you are planning, like I said, it's planning. Once you are planning your business, your agribusiness, your farm, plan irrigation regardless of whether or not rain is going to fall. Forget about the rain. Don't worry about the rain. If the rain falls, all glory to God. At the same time, worry about irrigation. If you don't know what irrigation is the application of water to the soil and to plants. Right? Like they said, water is life. So if you want an healthy soil, you should apply life on it, right? Water. The other episode we talked about composting, right? So if you've not seen that, please go and see it as well. Composting. So once you've done composting, because composting helps to nourish the soil, but you cannot nourish the soil without adding water to it. You cannot eat without drinking water, would you? You can't. Nobody can eat and not drink water. Water is the essence of, is the major sustenance of our life. Water. It is very important. Apart from God that is overseeing all of us, water is very important. The major part of our blood, they say, consists of water, right? So water is very important. It is not something to be overlooked. That is a common mistake that most of our farmers make. Most of our farmers, we don't consider watering at all. We just want to plant and leave it to God to make a way. It is not possible. It's not possible. You should not consider that, because you, like I said, you are made for more. You are bigger than that, right? So those limitations, those ideas, those way of thinking that our people have been adopting over this period of time, you should discard them. And one way to get a result from your farm, from your soil, is through watering. Water your soil a lot. It needs to retain moisture. Now, when it comes to watering, anything that is overly done is wrong, right? So you should understand that there are ways in which you do irrigation. It's not that the fact that I'm saying water your soil, you not just turn everything on it, right? So there are different types of watering. There is the idea of sprinklers. There's the idea of drip irrigation. We'll talk about drip irrigation on a different episode entirely. There's drip irrigation, there is sprinklers, right? There is manual irrigation, where you go around and do your watering yourself, right? So watering of your soil, it is very important. Irrigation cannot be overstated if you want to have a farm that will thrive. Irrigation, it is very important. Think of it as you giving life to your soil. Think of it as you giving life to your soil. So that is it for today's episode. I hope you find value. If you are new, please like and subscribe. If you have questions, drop on the comment section. I'll try as much as I can to respond to it. Until next time, stay blessed.